There are several trends in the overall historical arc of religious belief. One is a lot of religions have become more humanistic. They don't take their literal beliefs as seriously as they used to. If you're a really believing Christian, and that if you don't accept Jesus, then you're going to go to hell, then you really ought to try to convert people at sword point. And you really ought to slay heretics. You'd be doing, it's like a great public health measure. You're saving eternity of suffering in hell for billions of people. But most Christians, no matter how seriously they take their belief, don't try to convert people at sword point anymore. They don't have inquisitions, and they're not completely consistent, and that there's a kind of benign hypocrisy among many believers that they fortunately don't act on the totality of their religious beliefs. And that's been a very beneficial trend. The institutions persist. The all-encompassing nature of the beliefs get diluted. Another is that when people switch their religious affiliations, the overwhelming tendency is toward no religion at all. So the world is becoming less religious. There are two reasons why that may seem hard to believe. One of them is that religious people have more babies, and so the number of religious people is actually increasing and projected to increase even as the number of people who switch in the direction of no religion. And the other is that religious groups tend to be more politically organized. So the problem with secularists and humanists and so-called nuns, N-O-N-E, not N-U-N, that is people with no religion, is they don't vote. Evangelicals all vote. Well, I shouldn't say all. Something like 80% of evangelicals vote, 25% of the religiously unaffiliated vote. And so there's an outsized influence of religion in politics because of this organization. So our perception of the growing influence of religion is not exactly an illusion, but it is pushed along by the greater fecundity and greater political organization of the religious, even as the overall direction is away from religious belief, with secularization, including the United States, which was for a long time was an outlier, that every other Western democracy had become less religious than the United States. It stayed constant, but the United States is now moving in that direction as well.